How many times have you collected somebody's phone number and you'll be like, I'm gonna call you, but you never call back? Hello, today is day 62. I'm jumping. That's how far I've gone so far. So yeah, today we're going to talk about the power of networking again, because we talked about the power of networking yesterday. So this is like part 2. So why is part 2 coming on or coming up? Part 2 is coming up because some questions have come up, and yeah, it's like we need to address those questions. So the thing is, yesterday we talked about the power of networking, and if you have not caught up with that video, it's going to be in the description box. So, and the thing is, the question is how? Because it's like, okay, fine, I know networking is great, powerful, has a lot of benefits, I'm supposed to network, but how? Like, I don't know how to do that. I don't do that. That's not me. I don't know how to connect with people. I don't know how to form relationships and stuff. So it's like some people feel that they are introverts, and so they can't connect, they can't talk, they can't build relationships. And yeah, I just want to say that being able to form networks and forming bonds and developing relationships does not necessarily mean you have to be an extrovert. You know, there's some extroverts that can't keep relationships for their life to save their lives, and there's some introverts that are very good and that are very good at keeping relationships and building bridges and building bonds and communicating with people and connecting with people. So it's all about learning, it's all about skill. It's a skill. And I know that on this channel we've talked about the power of skills before. If you have not listened to that video where we discussed that, it's still linked there in the description box. Do check it out, and you can learn one or two things, and you can also chip in your thoughts in that video. So skills is all about learning. It's all about learning things, and any skill can be learned. So that is why we're going to just talk about tips today on how to network. And it's not as if I'm the guru of networking or I am so good with networking. We are all learning, right? That's why I want us to discuss it, because there might be some gurus out there that can help us. Let's learn, let's share, let's discuss this. So I'm just going to mention some few tips that have helped me in the past, or that I'm still using, that's still helping me, and you can chip in the tips that you have as well. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is that, number one, you need to get out of your comfort zone. If you listen to yesterday's video, I was saying that personally I don't like going out of my house. I'm like the homebody, how do I call it? I like my house, I like staying in my house, but the point is there's no way I'm going to be in my house and be able to network. I have to come out of my comfort zone. In my own situation, my house now, in my own situation is my comfort zone. Your comfort zone might be something else, some other thing or some other habit, that maybe you don't like talking to people or you don't like talking to strangers. You know, that's your comfort zone. We have to be able to come out of our comfort zone. And keep in mind that when we're talking about networking, it's not only the in-person one, right? It's also virtual. So virtual networking is also part of it, the online one, because it's a very, very important part of networking these days. So either virtual or in person, we need to get out of our comfort zone. We need to get out of that place. It's called a comfort zone for a reason, right? It's where we feel comfortable, where we feel safe. We have to step out of that, our cocoon, so that we can network with people. Nobody's going to come and meet us in our house. They can come though. Yeah, in some situations, yes, it's possible. Under some very, very extreme situations, yes, but ordinarily, under normal circumstances, we have to go out there and meet with people. Even if it's online, you have to join the groups that you need to join, right? In order to be able to network. So we have to get out of our comfort zone. So is there that trade place that they've been inviting you? Is there a workshop that they've been telling you to sign up for in your workplace? Is there a conference that you've been saying, oh, I will go to year in, year out? This is the time to get out of your comfort zone and go to those places. So that's the first one. The second one is that for us to network, we need to be intentional. And what I mean by intentional is that when we want to network, when we want to connect with people, we have to have something in mind that we want, that we need, a purpose. It has to be like purposeful. The relationship has to be purposeful so that you can get results. For example, I was just thinking that I have one friend but I don't know, she's still my friend, but like we kind of lost touch. I remember that and she used to say one thing. She said there is nobody that she's getting friendly with or having a relationship with that there's no purpose to that relationship, that there's something she's looking for, there's something she wants from that person, and that's why she's making that friendship. And that time, to be honest, I used to think, wow, that's very selfish. Why would you be going to a relationship with a purpose that, oh, there's something I need from this person? But now that I'm thinking about it, she probably didn't mean it from a mean place. Then I thought that was selfish. So I even asked her that time, that, okay, so why are you in a relationship with me? What do you want from me? So yeah, she said that, and thinking back now, maybe she was talking about this networking thing there. Because when you want to connect to somebody, there should be a purpose to the connection. Like maybe there's going to be information that you want from that person, or maybe the person, you want a kind of mentorship program, you want the person to share their experience with you, you need maybe links to products or some sales links, or whatever, for whatever reason. Let there be an intention. It should be intentional so that we can get results. And I don't know whether this is selfish or not. I used to think it's selfish. Maybe I still think so to an extent, but I'm just trying to be more open-minded. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think going into a relationship or forming a bond with somebody with the intention of getting some kind of connection, do you think it's selfish? Do you think that you are using that person? Or I want to know I sincerely want to know your opinion. Please let me know your opinion in the comment section. So that's it. We need to be intentional and purposeful about it. The third tip is that when we are trying to network with people, in order to be able to be successful, we also need to know the places where our tribes reside. This is also part of being intentional, because if, for example, you are maybe like you're into like dog business, or I don't know, maybe you love dogs, or you're a dog walker, or I don't know, something, you have some kind of business, that has to do with dogs. Like maybe in your community now, there are maybe association of dog owners or something. Yeah, that's the place you should find yourself in. Or maybe you're a software developer, for example. You're not going to necessarily go to places where gardeners, like association of gardeners, except you're a gardener, but you know what I mean. Go to where your tribe resides. Find those industries that share goals with you. Go to their conferences, join the Facebook, the LinkedIn groups of the particular group of people that you're interested in. So that's also being intentional. Intentionally find those groups that are going to give you the best value, and make sure that you join. Those are the people that you join. Those are the people that you mix with. So intentionality also is also, something that's very important. Another thing is that we need to be prepared. We need to be prepared. We've talked about preparedness. Again, we have the video links in the description box. We've talked about a lot of things. We need to be prepared. If you're going to maybe a workshop, or it's a seminar, or it's a trade show, or even it's like a community meeting, anywhere where your tribes are, or anywhere where you plan to network, you need to be prepared. You can't just go blank. Like you can just have like a list of questions maybe that you want to ask, or a list of just things like opening lines, or conversation starters, or things like that you want to just say or talk about during that particular meeting. So don't just go there blank. So it's good to actually be prepared, and so that when you are in the conversation, they won't just be like crickets when you are with people, especially if you are the kind that you're not used to talking to people. So it's good to be prepared. There's nothing wrong with it, being prepared. And also, another tip is to dress well. It's also part of preparation, dress well. It doesn't mean that you're going to dress as if you're going to a fashion show or whatever, but at least, kind of try to be presentable, right? Be presentable, be well groomed. It's not that your appearance is already like putting people off, if you know what I mean, right? So yeah, you need to be also prepared and to dress well whenever you are going to network with people or whenever you have networking opportunities. So another tip that I have is that we should be genuine. All these things, being prepared and planning questions, it might look as if you are going to be fake or be pretentious. That's not what I'm saying. We should be as genuine as possible, like as genuine as possible under the circumstances, because if you are pretentious or you are being fake, it will come through. It will show that this person is a fake person. So you have to be able to be genuine as much as possible. Ask questions sincerely. If you be interested in the people sincerely, ask genuine questions and show interest in their own lives. When you are talking about yourself, talk about yourself in a sincere and a genuine way, and listen. We also have a video about listening on this channel. You can go and listen to that video. And listening is very important. Listening, not just hearing somebody, but actually listening to what they are saying, what they have to say. Be genuinely interested in what they are saying and listen to them. So when you have all those things going on, you'll be able to network very easily and very meaningfully, and you will get results. 2 points more. One is that we need to follow up. That following up is one thing that most of us are very bad at. I'm also very bad at it because, imagine, how many times have you collected somebody's phone number and you'll be like, I'm going to call you, but you never call guilty. Back. So collect phone numbers, collect emails, collect all those things, and make sure that you call back or contact the person or mail them back, like just, I met you at so place, just checking in, just keep the link, because if you have done all that work and you don't contact the person back, then it's like waste of time, So that's another thing. And I think the last thing is just to say that let's focus on a long-term relationship, because in these days everything is quick. Microwave, I want it done now. I've just met this person, I need results now. Friendships, communications, relationships are built over time. Think about it. Think about those people that you've known for years and years and years. Those are the people that you have very, very strong bonds with. So all these things are built over time. So we must be patient. We must not want microwave results. We must wait and continue doing it. We've also talked about consistency on this channel. So we must continue doing it so that we can get the results that we're after. So yeah, those are all the tips I have. And I know that these are just scratching the surface. I'm sure so many of you can give us so much more tips. I need tips as well to network better. So if you have any tip that you can give us, I'm very glad for you to share it with everybody in the comment section so that we can all learn. Thank you very much. I'm going to continue in my work, and I'll see you when I'm done. So I'm done. We've come to the end of today's walk and today's talk. Yes, so let's see how far we've gone. 68 minutes. Yeah, so today we've talked about networking, and I'm very, very happy that you're able to hang out with me today again. And if you are getting any value from this channel, I still want to urge you again, subscribe. And I'm sure that you've gotten 1 or 2 tips about networking today. So go and start your networking journey. Yes, and if you have any other tip for us, kindly leave them in the comment section. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.